Hi everyone, I hope you are all keeping well. Welcome to yet another video here on our tiny garden. If you are new here, I'd like to welcome you, Karibu Sana, and let you know that on this channel we are very passionate about the science and the art of organic farming. And today we are going to be planting carrots. So the first thing I'm going to do is to pick a location that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. This is because carrots need plenty of sunlight to grow strong, sweet roots, and also have vibrant green tops. So the second thing I'm going to consider is that my spot has well draining soil. This is because excess water will cause a root rot, and the loose soil is going to allow roots to grow straight and deep. So I am choosing this particular patch or bed because it doesn't compact easily. Remember that carrots need loose soil for proper root expansion, and compacted soils actually lead to stunted or forked roots. After I am done clearing the space, I'll go ahead and dig the bed very deeply because this is going to encourage proper root expansion. It will encourage better drainage and also provide proper soil aeration. I am also going to create a crumbly loose texture that will encourage easy root penetration, ensuring my carrots grow properly without being stunted or being malformed. After that is done, I am going to create what looks like a basin on top of this bed. And this basin really helps retain moisture around the seeds, ensuring they have consistent hydration during their 2 to 3 week germination period. So if you're planting carrots, please be patient. It actually takes about 2 to 3 weeks before they germinate. The basin will also prevent water runoff and uneven distribution of the water. It also protects the seeds from being washed away by rain or even wind, and facilitates efficient nutrient absorption that is going to promote strong root and shoot development. This is such a simple technique that ensures healthy, vigorous carrot growth. Next, I am going to mix in sand, and sand really helps in improving the drainage that we have been talking about. It will help lose any compacted soil and improve water flow, and it's going to prevent water from pooling around the roots, and it's also going to help break up any heavy or clay-like soils, especially during dry season, and this will allow the roots to penetrate easily and grow without any obstruction. And it also improves air circulation within the soil, providing oxygen to the roots, which is essential for healthy growth. And finally, if you have heavier soils, sand will help prevent compaction, ensuring that the carrot roots have space to expand downwards without interference from dense, hard soil layers. I will not be enriching my soil with any form of fertilizer or manure because this particular bed is a bed that I have used a lot of compost and a lot of bone meal before, so I will not be doing that this season. Bone meal is a natural fertilizer that is rich in phosphorus and calcium with very small amounts of nitrogen in some varieties. It is very essential for root development, which is ideal for planting carrots, while calcium will strengthen the cell walls and also prevents issues like blossom end rot if you're dealing or you're planting tomatoes. As a slow release fertilizer, bone meal provides a steady supply of nutrients over time that aligns with the plant's growth needs and reduces the risk of over fertilization. Its gradual release also minimizes nutrient leaching, ensuring nutrients remain available in the soil for uptake. It is an environmentally friendly option, promoting long-term soil health and sustainable plant productivity. So I am very sure that my carrots are going to be fine because the soil is already rich in all the nutrients that they need. I do have a well detailed video on how to make your own bone meal right at home. So if you're interested in that, please do check it out on this channel. The next thing I am going to do is to plant my carrot seeds, and to minimize overcrowding and thinning, then I like to mix my carrot seeds with a bit of sand, and this will help distribute them evenly. There are plenty of alternatives when it comes to minimizing overcrowding and thinning, and I've seen other people using coffee grounds or just plain soil that has been combined with the seeds to ensure even scattering. Another effective option that I've seen being used is to create a cornstarch gel by boiling water with a little cornstarch until it thickens, and then you're going to let that cool and then mix in your seeds and pour evenly into the rows. Another approach that has been used to reduce the need for thinning and promote uniform growth is by using a seed tape. This one is made from biodegradable paper, where now you glue the seeds at intervals with a flour water paste. The next thing I'm going to do is to space the rows, and the recommended spacing for planting carrots is usually 1 inch apart between the seeds and 8 to 12 inches apart between the rows. And proper spacing ensures that each carrot has enough room to develop straight roots and minimize competition for nutrients and water. Now, if the seeds are planted closer together, like in our case, we are still going to do thinning, which is very necessary once the seedlings emerge. And finally, I am going to gently sprinkle the mixture along the rows. And it's very important for me to move my hand steadily, allowing the blend to fall lightly and uniformly, ensuring the seeds are well spaced to minimize overcrowding. Once the seeds have been distributed, I am going to cover them lightly with a very light layer of soil, not more than 1 centimeter deep, and pat it gently to ensure good contact. The rows should be lightly watered to settle the soil without washing away the seeds. However, I'm not going to be doing that today because we are in the rainy season and it is just about to pour. Finally, I am going to cover my bed with this shade net, and covering your bed is super important because it's going to protect your seeds from being eaten by the birds, being dried out by the sun, or even being blown away by the wind. Covering also helps maintain consistent soil moisture, which is essential for germination and shields the seeds from temperature fluctuation. You can also use a mulch or a piece of cloth to cover your bed. I have also seen people using board to cover the beds. Just remember that they must be removed immediately the seedlings begin to sprout. So it is important that you keep checking on your bed after the first 7 days. I was so lucky today because in less than 30 minutes, we started experiencing showers of rain. It is exactly 2 weeks, and I'm just going to check under our shed net and see what's going on. And finally, our carrot seeds have sprouted. I will now remove my shade net to ensure that my seedlings receive adequate sunlight for photosynthesis that is crucial for their growth. Something that I always do is to provide some sort of shade for my new carrot sprout because it is so important to protect the delicate seedlings from harsh sunlight and excessive heat, which can stress them out and slow their growth. Carrot seeds are small and the young sprouts are sensitive to direct sun, which can cause them to dry out or become scorched. Offering shade maintains consistent moisture in the soil, reduces the risk of wilting, and also allows the seedlings to establish strong roots before they are exposed to full sunlight. Shade also helps prevent soil crusting, which can make it harder for the fragile sprouts to break through the surface. Once the seedlings are more established, they can tolerate direct sunlight better. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up and please do share it with someone who might be interested in this kind of content. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do consider subscribing. Until the next video, happy gardening.